and welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast, where Celtic played today against Dundee at Celtic Park. Came out with a 3-0 comfortable win with goals from Turnbull, Kyogo and Matt O'Reilly. And today I'm joined by John again, just to go over the game and some other stuff. How you doing tonight, John?
Aye, all right, Xander, how's things?
Aye, things are okay. Watched the game today, quite happy with the performance, quite happy with the result. We move on to Tuesday against Feyenoord, which is going to be a tougher game, I suppose. Feyenoord winning 6-1 today over Heerenveen. So that shows you the kind of form they're on, Johnny.
Aye, it's not going to be an easy game, is it? Feyenoord, Dutch champions, firing all cylinders. And we could only prepare as well as we could with a 3-0 win against Dundee. So hopefully that'll give the boys a wee lift going into Wednesday's games. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday, is it?
Tuesday, aye. So we'll go over the game today anyway. We'll go over some of the points that happened today, some of the talking points. Starting with the defence. Nat Phillips came in for Lager Bielke. Thought he looked okay. His passing was okay. As you said, he's not got the best pace in the world. Looks like a half decent defender though, can pick a pass. I think he got a bit tired. Obviously, he's not played in a long time. How do you think Phillips played today, John?
I think he did okay. I think he was okay. He wasn't really brought into today much, really, was he, to be honest with you? But what he did have to deal with, I think he dealt with it quite comfortably. So, aye, he passed marks for Nat Phillips today. I thought he played okay.
That's what I thought. His distribution was a wee bit questionable at times, but overall he was okay. Did what he had today. Dundee never really pressed us that much, did they? They had one or two chances. So him and Scales look okay at the back as well. Moving on to Joe Hart. Half decent save. Kept us in the game. What do you think he's saved, John?
Oh, I just got a strong wrist on that one. Really good save. Because it was looking like another St Johnstone all over again, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Celtic were struggling to break down Dundee, and obviously they broke up the park. And Big Joe's pulled off a fantastic save. So that was a wee saving moment for us there. That could have been 1-0. So well done, Big Joe, yet again.
Yeah, and Dundee were never in the game until that moment. And, so he did what he had today. That's what he's there for. He's there to pull off the saves. And he's done it again today. So, as you said, the game is similar to the St Johnstone game, I thought, in the first half. Struggle. We had all the possession and we struggled to break them down. It was similar to the St Johnstone game until we got the penalty, which was obviously it was a free kick given to Celtic at the edge of the box, and VAR intervened and gave us the penalty. Right decision there, do you think, John?
It was right on the line for me, so that's a penalty, I don't see why there's any argument there at all. Initially, when I first seen it, I thought, that's right on the line. That's a penalty. And I was right, it was a penalty. But of course it was the correct decision. If it's on the line, it's a penalty,
Yeah. And David Turnbull dispatches the penalty, no problem at all. Never had a great game up until that point, but he scored the opening goal. How do you think the game would have went? I know this is hypothetical, but how do you think the game would have went if we didn't get that penalty?
The huffed and puffed, because that's the way it was looking, wasn't it? The huffed and puffed the whole first half. It was it wasn't a comfortable watch at all. But the penalty was given, and as we expected, after that, the floodgates are going to open, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's 2 games in a row. VAR has done its job and got the decision correct. 2 weeks ago, Ibrox with a foul on Lagerbielke, and the day with a penalty inside the box. So that's VAR has helped us there twice and done its job properly. So we can only be thankful for that, I suppose.
Aye, well, that's what it's there for, isn't it?
Yeah.
The job was done. The penalty was a stonewall penalty. If anybody's got any issue with that, have another look at it. Stonewall penalty all day. VAR done its job properly. Right decision.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Then we got Maida's goal, beautiful goal, brought it in lovely, stuck it away in the back of the net. Nice finish, but VAR ruled it offside. Right decision again there, John.
Aye, he was offside there, aye. But
nice finish though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a stunning finish. But again, I think it was a correct decision. He was offside. It was maybe a yard off or something.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's just wanted your opinion on that because it was a close offside, but I think he was just leaning slightly offside. But yeah, correct decision for me as well. But I think he took his finish well. So half time, we moved into the second half. Again, huffed and puffed, like you said, but then we made the changes. Turnbull came off for Hatate. I think it was Hatate. Aye, Hatate came on.
Aye.
I think we started playing some nice football when he came on.
Well, I've been saying it for weeks, haven't we? Hatate's the man at Celtic. As soon as Hatate came on, what's the first thing he's doing? Forward passing. He's looking to go forward constantly, which is something Turnbull failed to do the whole first half.
Yeah.
For memory, anyway, Hatate comes on and starts playing forward passes. He's walking about with the ball. He's walking about with the ball, comfortable, under no pressure whatsoever. He's just quality, isn't he, Hatate? Let's face the facts. The guy's just sheer quality.
Yeah. And do you think he was getting saved for the game on Tuesday night?
I think so. So he started with Turnbull instead of Hatate because we picked our lineups midweek and we both picked Hatate to start. But it turns out it was the other way around. Turnbull started and Hatate came on in the second half. But what a difference Hatate makes. As soon as he comes on, you can just see the whole team's lifted and the crowd clearly lifted.
Yeah. He got some reaction, didn't he, when he came on?
No, it just, like I say, Xander, I say it to you every time we do a podcast. When Hatate plays, Celtic show up. Hatate comes on and you can see the transformation in the team.
Yeah. The biggest roar of the day was when he came on.
Aye, without doubt, aye. He's such an important player for Celtic, Hatate, so really good to see him back today. That filled me with confidence. As soon as I seen him coming on, I'm thinking straight away, we're going to get at least another couple of goals here.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Outstanding player, isn't he? And it was nice to see him coming on as well. And he finished the game uninjured, which is a bonus going into Tuesday night. The other substitute was Yang came off for
Palmer.
The new boy Palmer. How do you think Yang got on, and how did you think Palmer done when he came on to replace him?
I thought Yang was doing all right, but I think the problem with Yang is he tries to do too much. He beats a player and then tries to beat him again and then tries to beat him again before putting the cross in. By the time he's tried to beat a player 3 times, the box is full of defenders. So what I'm thinking is, if Yang could maybe get his first time cross away a bit quicker, I think we'd have a player there.
Mm-hmm.
But he tries too hard.
I think he's a quality player actually. Yang, he's just a young boy, you've got to remember, and it's just his final decision making, like you say, isn't it? He's just got to get that sorted. And once he gets that sorted, I think we've got a good player on our hands there, John.
Definitely, I do like Yang, but I was watching it today. I'm thinking that's 3 or 4 times maybe he's trying to get by players and he's beat them, and then he tries to go back and beat them again. Obviously trying to get into a more comfortable position to get the cross away, but I think he tries too hard to beat players. I think he's already in a position to get a cross away. So if he works on his crossing a wee bit, I think we've got an outstanding wee player there. I do like Yang, aye.
Yeah, I think
And I
he's
think
decent.
I also think the boy, I can't remember his name, the Dundee.
Is it Beck?
Is it Beck? Aye, the Welsh boy. I thought he played brilliant.
Aye, decent player.
Because they then put Maeda on the right. And Maeda kind of struggled to get by him as well. No struggled. Yeah. Maeda did get by him and get some crosses in and stuff, but I think he's a good player, that boy Beck.
Aye, he looked all right. As you said, Yang, he didn't struggle against him, but he couldn't get his crosses in because the boy was defending against him quite well, I thought. Aye, I think you're right.
Aye. Sorry, I was just having a drink there when you stopped talking. So looking at the starting lineup anyway was we predicted Lagerbielke and Scales, but it was Phillips and what would you call them? Phillips and Scales instead of Lagerbielke and Scales.
Yeah.
And it was obviously Yang was on for a badder at the start. We predicted that. But the one prediction that I was annoyed we didn't get right was Turnbull on for Hatate, because I really wanted Hatate to start that game. I think if Hatate starts that game, we're out the traps fast. We're a forward-thinking central midfielder that can pinpoint a pass. I think we need to get a goal in the first half. But fair play to Turnbull. He goes in the box and gets poked down and puts his penalty away. So fair play to the boy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Then we're going to the 2-0 up, Diogo's goal. So I'm looking at this goal, John, right? And I see the man lying on the park. Do you remember that, the Dundee boy lying on the park? He's injured.
That's right, aye.
And Celtic play on. And I'm thinking they're going to stop. And they don't stop. They play on. The referee allows play to continue as well. McGregor pulls it an outstanding cross into the box, right onto Diogo's head, into the back of the net. Right choice to play on there, John, and a beautiful header as well.
Stunning finish for wee Kyogo. But the pass for Callum McGregor, the wee chip through, that was a peach, wasn't it? That was an absolute peachy, a wee chip. That was a pitching wedge. Right onto Kyogo's head, first time header, into the top corner of the net.
That more or less ended the game. For me, 2-0, that was the game finished. Quite comfortable anyway. Second half we played a lot better than what we did in the first half. Obviously the substitutions helped that. But then we got a free kick at the edge of the box. And then I remember what you said last week when we signed Palmer. You said he's a free kick specialist, you said. I'm thinking to myself, right, Palmer, step up and put this one in the back of the net. Why do you think he never took the free kick?
No, who knows? But for what I've seen of Palmer, in his compilation, he scored a load of free kicks. Good with any dead ball situations. He's really good. For what I've seen anyway. I mean, obviously when you see these compilation clips, it's basically all his best moments in football, isn't it? But no, I don't know why he never took the free kick, but I was expecting the same myself because of what I'd seen, but no, he doesn't take it.
No. And we fluffed it enough, so that made me even angrier.
I wasn't angry right enough, but
no, I wasn't angry. I
was expecting a wee moment of magic for the new boy, you know, but that wasn't to be.
Yeah, and then fans' favourite Alistair Johnston hits the woodwork twice, didn't he? He was unlucky not to score the day. He was unlucky. He's especially second one. I thought he could have squared it the second one, but he took it on and hit the post. So unlucky not to score, I thought. How do you think Alistair played the day?
Absolutely brilliant. I mean, he could have cut that one back for Maeda, but he decides to take the shot himself across the keeper, hits the post. But I think he deserved a goal the day, Alistair, didn't he? He was outstanding.
Yeah, he was close to being man of the match, I thought. And his two chances were brilliant. An inch away for two outstanding goals, which would have made it 3-0, but it never happened. But then we get the third goal. Matt O'Reilly, cut back from Kyogo, precision, places it away in the left-hand corner. Matt O'Reilly played well today, didn't he?
I thought Mattarelli again, outstanding game for me. I think the whole team were outstanding today, actually. Second half, I mean, I know the first half was a bit tepid and all that. It was all Celtic. Dundee could have had a goal, but I thought, generally speaking, they kept the ball well, Celtic, and but Mattarelli's finish was superb as well. Good wee cut back for Kyogo. His timing for the pass as well. Alistair Johnson, wasn't it? Chipped it through to Kyogo. Cut back for Mattarelli. Bang, 3-0. Aye. I think a few players deserved a finish today. Maeda. And on the defensive front, again, I thought Big Liam Scales had another great game.
Scales, I think he's going to be forever present in the team, John. I think if he keeps playing that way anyway, I think it'll be him and Carter Vickers when he's fit. If he keeps playing that way, obviously, because nothing's getting past him, is it?
Nothing at all. But then again, big Lager Bielkis came on for Phillips. And I thought Lager Bielki, he's put in a good few meaty challenges today, I thought. Lager Bielki.
I think Lager Bielki is going to grow in the team as well. I think he's going to get better and better every week. I'm the same as you. When he came on today, I thought it was a bigger presence. He was faster. He could put in a block. He could put in a tackle. And obviously Nat Phillips isn't quite fit yet, is he? And Lager Bielki came on and I thought he'd done a steady job.
Aye, he was throwing the challenges in. That's what I like to see for defenders.
Mm-hmm.
No pulling at a challenge, sliding into tackles and winning the ball clean and all that. I thought big Lager Bielki when he came on, he had a great game.
Yeah. So Bernardo and O come on obviously for Kyogo. And who did Bernardo come on for?
O'Reilly,
so it was. Right. So they two come on, and I think once they two boys came on, not today with them personally, but the last 15 minutes I thought was a wee bit flat. What did you think?
It was a wee bit flat, but the game was won, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And basically, they're just passing their way to full time, I think. Had a couple of chances, of course, in that time because you had Alistair Johnson hitting the post. I think, was it Bernardo that had the shot over the bar?
Mm-hmm.
There was a few chances, but you could see they took the foot off the gas a wee bit. So the game was won when they came on, in my opinion, anyway. I think that was the attitude of the Celtic players. This game's won. We don't need to push for it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair enough. So 3-0 at finish, John. Full-time whistle goes. Everybody's happy, and you should be happy because you got the scoreline prediction right.
Aye, I was going to bring that up if you didn't yourself. But
I thought you would.
Aye. That's only the second one I've called right, and the first one was obviously the Celtic ladies. I'll not forget these. We'll count them up every season, see who wins.
Well, that's 2 each as it stands.
2 each as it stands. Correct scores. Aye, 3-0. I'm more than happy with that. I was expecting another one. I thought even the commentators were saying this is going to be another couple of goals in this, but it wasn't to be, so I'm happy with 3-0.
Yeah, I'm happy. Especially the way the first half was gone. I was shouting for a 1-0. I was happy with a 1-0 the way it was going, but we settled down. The team settled. We started playing some nice football in the second half. We got a 3-0 win, and we move on to Tuesday, don't we, against Feyenoord. And as the strapline says at the bottom, Feyenoord 6, Heerenveen 1 today. They're going to be a tough nut to crack, aren't they?
Aye. Well, like I keep saying as well, Dutch football's on the up. I think it's going to be a hard game. I don't want to really make a score prediction today. We maybe, I don't know if you want to do another podcast on Monday before the game, or Tuesday, before the game. But right now, I'm not going to try and make any prediction. But it's going to be a tough game, that's all. We all know that. It's going to be a really hard game. It's the Dutch champions as well. It's no PSV we're playing. It's going to be a hard game. Tough nut to crack.
Well, I won't give a prediction on the score, but all I will say is if we come out of there with any sort of draw, a point, I'd bite your hand off it right now. I'll be over them with a point.
Aye, I'll take a point all day. The good news, obviously, being we've got Hatate back in the team. That's a bonus, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because that guy's just so composed on the ball. I think with Hatate start, I suppose we could go through a starting lineup against Feyenoord to see who's going to start in the team. If you want to go through a quick team for Tuesday.
Right, just before we do that, then, John, do you think we're missing the cutting edge of Jota?
Well, we've got Yang, like I say, tries to do a wee bit too much just now. I think if Rodgers gets the message across to him, look, if you're passed by a player, try and get the cross in quick, because you're trying to beat him once, twice, 3 times. If he can get an early cross away, I don't think we'd be missing Jota that much, because he is a good player. He's got the skill.
I mean, I'm not saying that as regards to I wish Jota was still here or anything like that. The reason why I'm saying that is we could have signed somebody like a Jota and we didn't do it.
Well, Yang's maybe the new Jota. I wouldn't say that quite, but give him a bit more time. You can see he's got the skill, he's got the pace. All he needs to do is transform that wee bit of skill that he's got into a first-time cross after he beats a player. I don't think we'd miss Jota that much if Yang can turn his potential into a final product, basically.
Yeah. I mean, the team's doing well. We've just beat Rangers at Ibrox. We're winning the league today. We're in the Champions League. So things are looking up. We're 4 points clear at the top of the league. Obviously, they played today and they got their usual easy Aussie Saturday afternoon 2-0 win against a dreadful bottom of the league St Johnstone team. So they got their win. So we had to win the day. We got a 3-0 win. We move on to Tuesday. So team predictions for Tuesday, you say, John?
Aye.
On you go, mate.
Well, I think he's going to start with Phillips at the back instead of Lagerbielke. I think he's going to use it. I just think he's going to use the same starting back 4 as he used today, because I think he's a bit of experience, Phillips. So that's why I'm saying I think he's going to start with him on Tuesday. And he's gave him a wee run out the day. I think he's going to do pretty much the same thing on Tuesday. I think he's going to start with Phillips at the back. See if we can get an hour on him and then sub him for Lagerbielke. So I think he's going to use the same back 4 he started with the day.
Okay.
And I'm hoping with the centre of the park, it's going to be the same. But obviously Hatate in for Turnbull.
Mm-hmm.
And up front, I think it's going to be the same 3 up front.
Right. That's your lineup.
That's my lineup, aye. They're going to start with basically the same team apart from Turnbull.
Well, I'm more or less the same as you, John. Although I think he'll start with Lagerbielke on Tuesday night. I think it's going to be Scales and Lagerbielke, and they're going to hopefully get a 4th clean sheet in a row, because that was obviously the 3rd one in the day. So I think it's going to be Taylor at left back, Johnston, Lagerbielke and Scales, McGregor in the middle, Hatate with O'Reilly, Maeda, Kyogo, and it can only be Yang, can it? So I've got on the right wing just now.
That's it. I think we'll start with Yang, aye.
Yeah. All right. Okay, good luck to the Hoops on Tuesday night. Are you going to be watching the game, John? Where are you going to be watching it?
I'll just be watching it in the house, Sander.
Right, right. I'll be watching it in the house as well, obviously. What channel's it on, do you know? Is it,
I'm actually not sure what channel it's on. What, is it Viaplay?
Oh no, sorry. It's on the old BT Sports. It's called something else now. I can't remember what it is, but it's on BT, John.
BT.
Mhm. Yeah, it's on BT Sports. So I'll be watching it on Tuesday night.
Nah, you looking forward to it? Are you feeling a wee bit nervous about it, or what?
I actually think we're going to come out of there with something. I know maybe I'm being a bit crazy, but I've just got a feeling we're coming out of there with a respectable draw.
Well, I hope you're right, obviously. Well, I hope we get a win right enough, but I can't see that. I don't know. I don't want to make a prediction right now, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll park the Feyenoord game on Tuesday night for now, and we'll move on to next weekend where we face Livingston on the dodgy plastic park. It's not going to be easy, that game for us, is it, John?
No, Livingston is never easy for us. Maybe looking a bit far ahead. Has Rodgers ever had a victory there?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it's going to be tough either way, whether he has or he hasn't. It's going to be really tough next Saturday. I know we don't want to go too far ahead, but that is our next league game. And to be honest with you, I'm only really concentrating on the league. I'm thinking the league games are more important just now. We've got to get these league victories.
The league's the most important thing to me. I mean, it's always good to get a wee result in the Champions League every now and again, but the league's your bread and butter. You don't win the league, you don't get into the Champions League for the jackpot money. That's what Celtic's looking for in it. That's the money. Out the Champions League, playing in that prestigious competition. It's not something I'm looking forward to watching the Champions League. I never look forward to watching it, but that's just the way it is. Livingston away from home is going to be a hard game. I think Celtic hadn't won there for a few years before Postecoglou took over. And I can't remember if Rodgers ever got a win at Livingston, because I've not got a great memory for that kind of stuff. But it was a good few years anyway. So we'll see what happens in Livingston, the plastic pitch. Probably the worst pitch in Scotland.
Yeah, well, we struggled in Kilmarnock, didn't we, in the plastic pitch? And it's obviously we're going back to the plastic park, so it is going to be tough. Rangers are playing Motherwell at Ibrox on the Sunday, the day after. Obviously, because they play in the Europa League. That's the only reason why they're playing after. But I can't see anything other than a Rangers win there. But for us, it's Livingston away. Livingston away on the plastic pitch. We play first. So if we can get a victory there, it puts Rangers under a wee bit of pressure, I think.
Aye. Well, Motherwell get beat today. Played at home against St Mirren and get beat 1-0.
Aye. Well, before the day, I think they were sitting third in the league. They might still be third in the league, I'm not sure. But
no, St Mirren's leapfrogged them. St Mirren's now second.
Right. St Mirren are second.
But St Mirren are second in the league now. They've leapfrogged them. So,
all right.
I'll go through the day's results actually for anybody that doesn't actually know them. So obviously it was Celtic 3, Dundee 0, Hearts 2, Aberdeen 0. Bit of a shock that one, I think. Kelly 2, Hibs 2, Motherwell 0, St Mirren 1, Ross County 1, Livingston 1, and obviously earlier the day it was St Johnstone 0, Rangers 2.
Yeah, what was the Hearts score again?
Hearts beat Aberdeen 2-0.
All right, did they? Well, I can see Robson no lasting too much longer there. That's about his fourth game in a row without a win.
Well, I don't know. It's always hard in it with Aberdeen. They get these managers. I don't think it's the manager's problem with Aberdeen. Just think the players they've got maybe just no good enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Robson had them playing really well in the last season, and they started this season. I think it's hard since the European exit as well. I think they've lost all their form. They've not won a game in the league. That's them beat the day as well. So I can't see Barry Robson lasting too much longer up there at Aberdeen, unless he gets another chance and manages to turn it around.
Oh, well, they better get their act together because they're still in Europe. They're starting to play in, what do you call it, the Conference League. So they're still there. Do you think they will maybe get another manager in before that starts? No, it starts this week, doesn't it? So I can't see them getting another manager before that.
He'll probably get the European game, I would imagine. And if he loses that, maybe that'll be him. I don't know. I mean, they might keep him on. He might lose another 3 or 4 games and still keep him on. I don't know. It's Aberdeen, so it's up to them what they do with their managers, I suppose, isn't it?
No, well, we're not here to talk about Aberdeen, but we both quite like Aberdeen a wee bit. I quite like to see them. Quite like to see them doing well now and again, but that's no. We're here to talk about Celtic. The other thing I was going to bring up was I don't know if you heard. I know this is just a stupid point, but the Celtic conference on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. I think they spent. It was think it was a 16-minute press conference. And the last 5 minutes it was spent talking about Harry Maguire.
All right. No, I never heard that, John.
Did you not hear it? No. I was raging with that. I was thinking, what's this going to do with Celtic? Some English press guy asked Brendan Rodgers what's he thinking. I can't remember what the question about Harry Maguire was, about the abuse he was taking or something like that. And it went on for 5-6 minutes talking about Harry Maguire, how he's been great for England and how he was great for Man United. He's a good player, not he's a good person. Nobody cares about that. Celtic fans don't care about that kind of stuff. No. And Brendan Rodgers, to me, was encouraging it by answering the guy's questions. It wasn't just one question; it was a few questions the guy was asking. And how do you think this will go, Women? And Rodgers is answering them. See if that was Ange would have shut him down. Mm-hmm. He'd have shut him down instantly. I'm not here to talk about England and Harry Maguire. I'm here to talk about Celtic. I know I sound angry with that, but it did annoy me, you know.
Yeah. No, I never heard that, John. And as you said, that should have been cut right away as soon as you started mentioning Harry Maguire. That should have been right. We're not here to talk about that. We move on, but obviously I didn't hear the interview.
Exactly. And a scale from 1 to 10. How interested are you or any Celtic fan in Harry Maguire?
0.
And his personal life? Who cares? Well, you don't want anything bad to happen to the guy, you know, but that's not what I'm saying. This is supposed to be a Celtic press conference, and I'm talking about the England team and all that. Who cares?
Yeah, no, certainly not me.
It totally ruined the one press conference we get a week, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Aye. As I say, John, I don't really listen to press conferences, so I couldn't really comment on it. But if that's what they were talking about, then it must have been quite a boring press conference. I mean.
Aye, well, I just think Rodgers should have shut the guy down instantly. That's all I'm saying about that. We'll get back to Celtic anyway. Any other wee points you want to finish off with on the game today?
No, I think we went through everything that happened today, John. Everything that happened before, during, and after the game. So and we've talked about next weekend's game. We've talked about Tuesday night's game, and everything else in between. Your predictions, I was quite happy with that. You're getting a wee 3-0, but they should have put a wee tenner on that, John.
How good are my predictions? Come on.
Well, you got 9-0 and you got 3-0.
Aye. Well, I'm not exactly seeing into the future or anything, Xander. Just a guess, you know.
Aye. Well, you know what, I do a prediction now for Tuesday night, so we can see if you get that right when we do the next podcast.
Oh, might as well while I'm here. I suppose you're looking at Feyenoord thumping Heerenveen 6-1, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Celtic hitting a wee bit of form, beating Rangers at Ibrox with no fans and a depleted team. I can never tire of saying that, Xander. And then beating Dundee, obviously 3-0 the day. So let's say playing against a really good outfit, remember, Tuesday. I don't want to predict Celtic are going to get beat, so I'm just going to say 2 each.
Right, fair enough. A draw, take it all day. I want to predict a narrow Celtic win, but it just seems, especially as said, after the 6-1 thumping of Heerenveen been the day, team on form, obviously. They're in the Champions League because they won their actual league, so they're a top quality team. 1 each. I'm going 1 each. Yeah.
Aye. I
All
think
right,
so.
mate.
We'll go for a draw. I think there's no point in us going, Celtic get there and win 3-0, because I don't think that's going to happen. But I think
No.
if you're going to be realistic, I think maybe the best Celtic could hope for out there would be a draw. Because you're playing against the Dutch champions. They're a class outfit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 2 each. That's what I think. If Celtic's got a chance, I think with Feyenoord hitting form, they're obviously good at scoring goals. So if they're going to score 2, don't see why we shouldn't, Xander.
Yeah. I've got Kyogo in our team. You've always got a chance.
Always get a chance with Kyogo and Hatate in the team. So let's hope we can pull that off then, a wee draw.
All right, mate. Well, is there anything else you want to add yourself, actually, before we call it a night?
No, I'm just about done. That's me covered everything I wanted to talk about. I just think man of the match today, if I want to go through that quickly, I'll get to Liam Scales again.
Scales.
Scales. He's
Play.
he never put a foot wrong in his long range of passings. To me, he nailed that today. That long passing ability that he's got is really good. So I'm giving Liam Scales the man of the match today.
Well, that's fair enough. But looking at the sort of attacking most of the game, 1-3-0, I'm going to get to one of the attackers. I'm going to give the man of the match to wee Kyogo, who scored a lovely goal and set up a lovely goal. So that was enough for me to give man of the match.
Aye. Oh, Mattarelli was in for a shout as well, wasn't he?
He was. I played well. Played really well, I thought. Mattarelli. But no, I'm getting it to Kyogo. You're getting it to Liam Scales. Who did get man of the match, do you know?
Kyogo, I think it was.
No, was it? All right. Was it?
Aye.
Right. All right, mate. We'll call it a night there then. Just want to thank my ma for subscribing to the channel. Thanks very much, ma. Appreciate that. And anybody else that wants to subscribe, know that I'm begging for subscribers. Subscribe if you want to. Don't if you don't. It's up to you. Anybody else wants to subscribe, just hit the subscribe button and I'd appreciate that. All right, John, you want to call it a night there?
I will call it a night there, Xander.
We'll do another podcast on Tuesday, all right?
All right, mate. No worries. I'll speak to you next time.
Right. Appreciate that, John. Catch you later.
See you later, Xander.
See you later. Hail, hail.